List Pro. And then here it says Pay Bill Screen Enhancements. We're going to make sure that's turned on. Okay, like for example, everything else in this area is turned off, but only Pay Bills Enhancement is turned on. We click on Save and refresh all QBO tabs. When I go back into the bill screen, you're going to see a new button that you've never seen before, which is this red button here that says More Fields. Now let me close RightTool. And then when we click on More Fields, then it's going to ask you what data from inside the bills you want to bring into the screen. Now for context, before I click on that, I'm actually going to open one of these transactions. I'll open this one. And then we're going to see that we have a special memo. So we're going to put here, do not pay until May or something like that. Okay. And then we have a customer project here. So we have a project called Project 05. And then we have a class called Reimbursable Costs. Then we also have a location here called Dallas. That information could be relevant, right? So I'm going to go ahead and save that and X out of that. But when I'm in this screen, I don't get to see any of this information. I literally have to click out of it, look at the bill, and then come back. It's a terrible experience. So when we click on More Fields, this is where we tell it, okay, I need you to go fetch this information, put it on the screen so I can use it for context to figure out what bills I'm going to pay. So I'm going to bring in the memo. I'm going to bring in the class. I'm going to bring in, let's say, the customer project. So let's go to apply. And we can work on adding more columns in the future. We just have to deal with the real estate. So we have memo, class, customer project. Now that has been brought in, that information comes from the bill itself. Another really cool thing that we added here is, you see that little number next to each bill. That's a transaction ID. But when you click on that, you get a quick preview of what's inside the bill. So you can actually see the insides of the bill. If you have any custom, you have a location, for example, any terms, any custom fields, you can basically quickly look inside, kind of like peek under the curtain there, see details on the bills themselves in this quick little pop-up. So that's pretty neat. Now, what we can also do is we can filter in this screen. So for example, I want to look at only Project 13 bills. So I'll click on that, and then only the bills that contain Project 13 will show up in there. And then I want to do it even further. Let me do only reimbursable expenses. Then we have only those two. Now I can remove one of the filters. So I just want to do class, for example, just reimbursable costs. You see only the bills that have reimbursable costs. I can remove that. For account, I can even look inside the particular account. So even though the accounts are not being displayed, I can look inside, again, the particular expense category and filter by that. So super neat that I can do that. I could also search for a particular memo. So I'll type the word May. There's the bill that says do not pay until May. So all sorts of filtering options available. And then of course, once you are ready to work with these, you click on these, hold the shift key or click one by one, select the bills you want to pay, and then you can go schedule your payments, save and print, whichever workflow you use to pay bills, whether you print checks or use the bill payment screen, you can follow that through. So